the Valley or a certain player is obviously performing exceptionally well, I really think adjustments need to be made. But again, I feel like only like the top, depending on the size of the tournament. On our tournaments, I think only really the top 10 people seeded really matters.
We seeded yesterday at Goliath the top 11 players, and then after that it was just full random.
Yeah.
And I think people are okay. We're okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, you really don't need to go insane. Like, the only reason when I'll go like super nitty-gritty into the seeding is when I was doing like massive tournaments like IGX or RGV Esports Expo. Like when I was running tournaments like that.
I never ran an Expo. I'm joking.
What do you call it? I would go super nuts on it and be like, all right, we're gonna see the top 30 players.
Yeah.
And those are tournaments with like hundreds of people in them, so you know you got to seed as many people.
Hey guys, Comic-Con, South Texas Comic-Con, we will be having a tournament there, sponsored by Critical Hit Arcade.
I haven't gone in a while, honestly.
Hey, you know what would be a perfect time? This Saturday, the 26th.
Is it this 20? Is it?
It's the 26th of this month. We are gonna be having. No, the 26th is.
Isn't that when Game of Thrones comes out?
The 26th is on Friday, and then the 27th is a Saturday that we start the tournament.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we're kind of just chilling. Players are just chilling. We're just looking at it.
Yeah, BluStriker's tweeting like, "My mom's coming to pick me up."
Mom, pick me up, mom. Mom.
No, I love talking smack when people are on their phones.
He got super mad at me one time when he was underperforming, and I told him, dude, it's almost 1 a.m., bro. We want to go home. Can you please get off your phone, bro?
Yeah. Blue is one of those players, always doing something in between sets. I consider it icing sometimes. Like when you're like wasting your opponent's time between sets.
I can understand that in the higher ranks. For us lowly normies, we're not, like it's not like it matters
that much. But for like when you're a high player and you're wasting time between sets, it can affect people.
It ruins their momentum, their menta, you know, their mental. They're kind of think they have an idea, they already have a plan, they have a game plan, and the more that you leave them in this screen, the more that they're thinking about it, and the more they're thinking, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I hate wasting time between sets.
Okay, you're mans.
I think they're about to start. Nope, Jboss talking to someone. Woo!
Jboss talking to someone, dude. I want this to be over, dude. Dude, I'm tired. I want to get these interviews, dude. I want to get these dubs, dude. Dude, I don't know yet, dude. Who do you want me to interview?
Dude, why are you interviewing all these randoms, dude? I swear, sometimes I see the interview, I'm like, literally, who is that?
Well, that's because you haven't seen them. Radius? I guess Radius is the most random person we've interviewed.
Yeah,
and I think
that was the one I was talking about, really.
He's actually been doing really well, and he got 5th. No, he was like 6th place yesterday. So I mean, he's not random, dude. Come on, he's just not as high ranked as other players.
I just think that there's so many iconic, not iconic players, but iconic for the RGV scene players that like haven't been interviewed. I'm just like, what?
Hey, dude, they have to show up, bro.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
That like I can only get whoever shows up.
Dude, interview me, dude. I'm the ancient TO.
People
used to call me best TO, dude.
Best TO, dude. I'll put it on the title, bro.
Which word are you gonna capitalize?
All right, let's get on to the game.
We got Goliath, BluStriker versus Jboss. These two played a bunch. I mentioned it before in winners. Obviously, they know each other, and they're gonna play according to like the day. Like one day, this one might beat this one. The other day, this one might beat this one. They're pretty closely ranked. Also, I think they're second and third. Second and fourth.
Yeah, second and third. BluStriker being 3 and Jboss being 2.
Yeah.
And wait, no, BluStriker is 4.
Fourth? Yeah, that's why I was like.
Yeah, I was like, wait, give me a second.
I wasn't sure where Commander was,
Commander's 3. Yeah, when I thought about Commander, I was like, wait, Commander's higher.
Yeah.
So right here, how do these guys play it out? Like I've said before, I hate watching these two play because it's so slow.
And that's because they know each other, like I said. I mean, when you play against someone, you know what they want, and you know how to counteract that. But they also know what you want, and they know how to counteract that. So it just takes forever sometimes.
I mean, I saw Hope versus Philippe. They timed out.
Yep.
Full 8 minutes.
That's
timed
Hope.
out, and it was it's not as boring as when I see both these players play.
Yeah, but for someone who's watched Hope play 700 times, I actually find this more exciting. But yeah, I mean, both of them even.
There's that back
Gonna get that back air to take it, and he's still at death percent, I'd say, if Jboss gets a sneaky kill. I feel like this is interesting because with the central platform, I usually find it really annoying to deal with on Smashville.
Incredibly annoying. I hate it.
But with what Sonic does is he loves to run on the bottom, and he doesn't like platforms anyways. So I feel like this is a great stage for Sonic over Yoshi. I'm not really why.
I know that BluStriker sometimes picks this map. He tends to pick Town and City, and he tends to pick Smashville. But sometimes I feel he picks Smashville just to spite his opponent. Like, his opponent's like, I'll play Smashville. And then, like, if it loses, he'll pick it again.
Yeah. And I think it's really giving him the advantage here because I feel like Yoshi gains so much more out of platforms than Sonic does. So I always say take Sonic to platform
BluStriker's playing this one smoothly. I know a lot of the PR players were mad of their placing. They were like, nah, I should be higher. And BluStriker is one of those. BluStriker has this mentality where he has to be better than these three that are higher than him. I think the only one that he respects the most is Zell. That Spike. So he really, really wants this dub on him.
Yeah, I feel like Zale was like probably the undeniable first if we're counting him for our scene, which I thought we should. I saw a lot of people listing like Zale, RGV, what? And I'm like, nah, that's our boy, come on. But I know that like the three below them, Jboss, BluStriker, and Commander, that was like a big toss-up. And even when people were posting their brackets, I'm like, I don't know, man. I feel like all of them are really good in their own way.
Yeah, it was really tough. Neither one of them actually had any big score advantage against each other, so it was really difficult to weigh in on it.
It was just like a few games ahead, right?
Or one of them traveled more than the other. And I think BluStriker actually is going to be traveling a lot more this season, as he's now just told me that he wants to go to DreamHack Dallas with me.
Yeah. Blue's always saying that. Blue's always saying, like, I'm gonna go at a tourney this season. I don't believe him.
Hey, with me, I already said like I'm going, so if he's serious, like he already has an option.
Fair enough. I hope to see it. I really like when Blue travels out of city. He usually does pretty well.
I've yet to see him play well out of city, to be honest.
No, he usually gets, I mean, top 15, top 16 at a Houston tournament is still good. Even if he's dropping.
Actually,
I have a lot of brackets I can pull up.
I'll pull him out right now. Blue, #1 in my heart.
Let's go, Blue. Blue definitely bodying Jboss a little bit right now. I mean, I really don't see Jboss winning this.
The diagonal. Yeah, he's super behind. And against BluStriker, you can't necessarily just gimp him or just cheese him.
He's got so many recovery options. And he's just going to get up to, like, in like 30 more %, he'll die to a grab. So it's really a rough situation. Kind of just a
nice
kill. All right, so if he can get something crazy,
he's only taken like 10% since they started talking about how Jboss is going to win this.
That's true. He heard us. He's like, what did you say? No,
there's that
tilt. Gonna take it. Yeah. All right.
I love how neither one of us is impressed. We're like, oh yeah, that's.
I mean, it's a situation that was inevitable. I'm gonna be impressed because it's like, yeah, he just got the F tilt after a while. I wonder if Jboss is gonna take him. I think Blue's gonna ban Yoshi's and another triplats. So maybe Battlefield.
Battlefield. Okay, wait. So what? We've only played Smashville so far. I thought we were so far much farther.
Oh yeah, this is the first game.
Okay, so Smashville is banned from BluStriker. Jboss is gonna. Well, BluStriker, you said he was gonna ban what?
Well, it's not banned. We're not playing DSR, right? He can go back if he wants. I think.
Can he?
Yeah. I don't think DSR is on Dave's stupid rule. It was called.
On the Frostbite rule? We're playing Frostbite.
Frostbite doesn't have DSR, does it?
I don't know.
Okay, let me look.
I know a lot of players just naturally take it that rule that you can't play on the same map.
Yeah, I know some people don't like it, and other people do.
How do you feel about that?
I think DSR should always be off. People should be able to go back to the same stage. It doesn't matter.
But then you have the whole set played in one stage, man.
I just searched up Frostbite, and it gave me, like, the actual Frostbite you get in the cold, because I'm an idiot.
You gotta put Frostbite, Smash
rule
rules.
set. Yeah.
You know, it's actually like 15 pages, I think, or like 5. I think it's long. I think the Frostbite rules were actually pretty long.
Yeah, I mean, for fucking, well, for super major stuff, they're always gonna have long, long rule sets.
We gotta have our major down here, dude.
We had one, IGX.
And that one didn't turn out so well.
Not for you.
A lot of people were mad about it.
A lot of people were mad about the payments.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't involved in payments. The tournament ran fine.
Okay.
I wasn't involved in payments. Payments suck.
I know a lot of people were mad out of lack of participation. Hi, Blue.
Yeah, there weren't as many players as it could have been. Like our RGV Esports Expo that we had before had like 200 some players.
And
It
then
was
for
way better.
IGX?
IGX was like 100 some, like 120 I think. I don't remember exactly, but it was definitely less than what they were expecting. Anyways, that's the details we shouldn't talk about.
And with that, we have Jboss just both doing smoothly, even now.
So he elected to pick Pokemon Stadium, I guess because he's comfortable with it, but I really think it gives so much room for Sonic to run.
Oh yeah, you're right. Jboss would pick. Sometimes my brain farts and like as to who picked and who banned. It's harder when you're not the player, when you're not the one banning it, and then you're commentating and you're like, who banned and who picked?
Yeah, I feel like people should pick the stages like more often. Like you got to think a little bit more on it.
I forgot who was mentioning it to me. I think it was Mr. Magoo that was mentioning that he should always strike for first stage. Oh my goodness, forward smash. You should always strike for first stage. I know for sure they strike. These two guys strike because they pick Smash instead of PS2.
Yeah.
I think it's the gentleman agreement is we're gonna play PS2, and if we're not, we're gonna strike.
Yeah. That's usually how it is. Either that or I say, let's start Smashville. I tell people that sometimes, but then like now I hate hazardless Smashville. I'm just like, no, never mind. Apparently, freaking Frostbite is just a Genesis rule set also.
Wow. Nothing but a bamboozle.
People are like, haha, the Frostbite.
Goodness.
What happened? You got F smash?
He didn't shield. He didn't do anything. He just stood there and then just took a F smash. I would have been not so hype if he predicted him, but he straight up just stood still.
I'm pulling up the Frostbite one.
Oh, he almost got that back air. Grab. Yep. Gonna be a back air. No. I think Blue is one of the most respectful players when it comes to people that get off stage compared to like the other PR players. I kind of want to, every time I'm like thinking about the top 10 players, I want to say pro players, but not all of them are considered pro since they're not like sponsored apparently. At what point do we consider players pro players?
I would say it depends on their out of city performance.
Because I guess, can you call Zell a pro player?
Yeah.
Nice.
I would call Zell pro. He's sponsored by Smash United.
I know, right? With that, we do have Jboss and BluStriker very even right now. 5 minutes, so it seems like they're playing the match a little slow. We are playing on 8 minutes. I'm more than positive.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, both of them played like super close. They're both on an equal level pretty much.
I know the only one that actually asked me about the timer being on proper, because I normally sometimes at one point I know that I had it at 7 minutes. Philippe just like, hey, that's not 8 minutes, because he knows how he plays. He plays to like stall. Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is with like both Philippe and Hope. Their sets usually go long. I'd like to blame their character.
Snacks is actually the one that took the longest. I think his set, when I was cutting the VODs, he had the longest one. And it was longer than... it was a best of 3. That's the worst part. It was a best of 3, and it was longer than all 3 best of 5s that we had 2 weeks ago here. Just jab, jab, jab. Block, parry, good parry. He's not going to do the normal get up like last time. He understood from his previous mistakes, deciding to go just do a jump get up. No pressure, no pressure, no pressure. Jboss decided to just play the shield game. He isn't as fast as Sonic. Sonic has to go to him, and he's okay with that. He's comfortable right now. I think the whole game has just been BluStriker charging and Jboss reacting. And I think it's a fine scenario for Jboss because of his reflexes. And a lot of... Ooh, that forward smash is going to be good. Spicy, nothing. He decided to go down and missed completely on any opportunity that he got right there. That forward smash is going to get it. BluStriker just 1 game away from taking tournament.
Yeah, he's been looking pretty good. I checked. It doesn't say anything about DSR. So I think that as far as I know, you can still go back to the same stage.
Is it a bamboozle? Hey, I hope that if Jboss loses, he still stays here for a bit so I can interview that guy.
I doubt that's going to happen.
Dude, why does everybody have to get mad when they lose?
I don't know, dude. There's no rule against being salty, so I'm gonna be salty if I want to be salty.
It's like, God damn it, and I hit the table to like pull a dark law.
I got really mad after I played Rocket Grunt Mark. I lost, and I was like, I told him, "You're the lamest player I've ever played. Good job." And I left, and I was like, "All right, I probably shouldn't have said that, but there's no rule against being salty." It was so
rude, man. Come on,
dude,
why would you say that?
I was beating him super solidly, and then he started playing campy, which he should, because that's how you beat Mario. And he beat me, and I was like, ugh. And then I had to play four snakes, dude. 4. What is up with that? That's got to be like a prank, right?
No, it wasn't.
It's gonna be like all the cameras coming out, like, oh.
You just got sneaked.
Anyways, picking FD, yeah. I can definitely see.
Do you think there'll ever be a scenario where Jboss just randomly picks something else?
I feel like Jboss needs to think about his stage picks more. Cause
oh my goodness!
I mean, he's winning. I can't say anything.
That was so solid. I hate that true combo.
Mm-hmm.
That's so ridiculous. That just tell into a forward smash. Mm-hmm. It should not be real.
Okay, you can tip an egg.
Does it not work at like higher percents?
No.
It works all the time?
No, it doesn't work at higher percents.
Oh, okay.
Because you can fall out of that. With good enough
Just
SDI.
shielding.
That's so stupid. I hate that. I hate homing attack. Like, Sonic got nerfed a little bit, but I think he's still dumb.
I think Anomaly is probably the best pairing player that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
It was so funny watching him play against... He was playing against the projectile character, right? And then he was just getting things thrown at him, and he just parry, and then it's like, touch him.
Yeah, I've seen a lot more players utilizing it. I know Mid Awakening has gotten a lot better at his pairing, and he was utilizing it a lot.
This game, a lot of people are saying that it doesn't have as much skill as Melee, and in part, true, right? Yeah. But you do have that parry, and it's something that we didn't have before, and you're seeing how players are utilizing it, and they're gaining advantages from using these parries swiftly.
Yeah, I still prefer the perfect shield of last game, where you shield as it's happening.
Oh. Okay, we might have Jboss take first game.
Third game.
Well, his first win.
Take his first game.
Take his first win.
Fair enough. First win. I don't know. I still think this is not a great stage, but I mean, Jboss obviously doing super well. Maybe it's a comfort pick.
Maybe. Maybe to take off the platforms, because I know the eggs don't do properly against the platforms.
That's true. Maybe he wanted to play a little bit more projectile heavy.
He isn't really.
Yeah.
And because I know the platforms does help Sonic though. Oh, that was good. Does that little pinky
I hate the
amount
eggs
of
because they'll never kill you, but they're just like a little hit, and you're just like they stack up.
Oh my goodness!
Look at that! He got hit by 3 eggs in a row. Oh, he's gonna die.
Smash is so good.
All right, Jboss taking game 3. Let's go. Interesting stage pick, but I mean, if you're good enough, it doesn't really matter.
Dude, none of my boys in Ryder came today, dude. I was so sad. They performed well yesterday.
Is that your organization?
It's the universities.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I forgot.
Yeah, we're taking Hypey to Texas Showdown.
Nice.
On, what is it, May 10th to the 12th?
That's a good tournament. I love Texas Showdown. I went once. It's super cool. We got a room in the hotel, and you can just walk down to the venue. So you could go back to your hotel room, drink it up, which me, Snacks, and Raptor did, and then we went back down to the floor and played money matches.
That's so cool.
That's probably like the 4th most drunk I've ever been in my life was at Texas Showdown. And I slept in the same bed as Hypey, and he stole my blanket.
Dude, I hate that. Like
guy.
when you sleep with someone like your bro, and then they turn out to be like hoggers.
Dude, they piss me off.
Dude, I freeze so easily that annoys me so much every single time. I'm like, I need my own blanket because you're gonna. I don't know you. I don't know how you're gonna sleep.
Well, we had the AC blasting, so it was super like freezing in our room, and he just kept stealing the blanket.
Did you get sick?
No, I didn't get sick.
Lucky.
Yeah.
I've gotten sick from that happening.
No, but that's a great tournament. Go to Texas Showdown, guys. Forget RGV tournament.
Okay.
Nah, that's fine.
A lot of pressure right here. Coming out from BluStriker, this is what he needs.
And he picked another big stage. For what it's worth, he picked a stage where you can run around a lot.
I think that's the worst part. That now, as of right now, BluStriker will now pick every single stage in this set.
Yeah.
And that's an issue in general because you don't get as much favor or you don't get as much pressure as you'd like to have. He was too off. And Sonic just being the good I think that's what makes BluStriker so good at this character. He's good at positioning, and it's such a fast character that with the reflexes, gets so many opportunities.
And I feel like maybe just a little bit. I feel like younger players definitely have great reflexes.
Freaking Shattuck.
That's
dude.
like Shattuck. Just sometimes I'm
Shattuck
playing Shattuck,
is
I'm like,
like-
all right, I'm even. And he does like the quickest turnaround back
my
air I've
goodness.
ever seen, and it murders
His
me. I'm like,
reflexes are
jeez.
insane, but I think that's actual like skill reflex. I think it's not one of those things like he's gonna grow out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
I feel
some
like
players
just,
that have better reflexes naturally. Like Jboss is older than us, right?
Yeah, but he's still got good reflexes.
Yeah.
It does depend on the player. I just feel like on average, I see younger players with better reflexes.
Yeah.
Nice up smash there.
I mean, as a kid, I had really bad reflexes. I played a ton of Osu before I could have like good reflexes. It really depends.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's something that can be trained, I think,
Yeah.
as well. You can definitely train your reflexes to be a little bit better. It's just a matter of playing so much that it becomes instinct. Back throw, not going to take it.
It was close.
Going for homing. Interesting choice.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know.
He managed to get. Yeah, I love, like I said,
Nice.
oh,
He's
that
going to get the F smash. The classic blue. Runaway F smash.
runaway.
Just don't chase blue, guys.
Just don't chase. I know that Jboss isn't playing his. He's kind of has a different style than before.
Yeah.
Normally he throws out a little bit of aggro and keeps his distance like he's doing right there. But in this game, I think he's just letting BluStriker have too many opportunities. Like I've mentioned already, BluStriker's controlling the full momentum of this game. BluStriker goes in and then Jboss decides what he's gonna do.
Well, I actually like what Jboss has been doing. He's been doing a lot more empty hops, like where he just jumps, waits, lands again, and sometimes he shields. And I feel like it's actually been doing pretty well against blue. But, I mean, they're still even, so it doesn't really matter, you know.
Why do you think Jboss picked Yoshi?
Pick Yoshi?
Yeah, like he's like, this is my guy.
They both have big noses.
Whoa!
I've known him long. It's fine. It's fine. I just bought a
Okay.
shirt from him. He can take a joke. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. He's been playing Yoshi for a long time. I remember when he was losing to like Red 9's Link at the barracks, and he got super mad one time. But he's been playing Yoshi like ever since I can remember. It's just sometimes your character clicks with you. Like Mario clicked with me, even though I hated him at first. I just played him so long, and I'm just like, you know, I love this character.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. No, a smash. Back here. He's gonna be able to get. No, he doesn't.
Oh, unfortunately, Jboss extended his hitbox there with that F smash.
It's his last stock.
Yeah, last stock.
This is match point. This is match stock.
If he doesn't take it here, he's going to be losing this tournament. Well, being second this tournament, not really losing.
I mean, that's losing, dude. Everybody that's not first is a
If
loser.
you ain't first, you're last.
Pretty much, dude.
Jboss, I'm sorry, BluStriker throwing out so many F smashes. I know he does it a lot, but I feel like this game in particular.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He's off stage, man. He has the advantage.
All right, not really much pressure Sonic can put on you up in the air. Nice.
He's trying.
Gonna get
Okay,
that
there we
kill,
go.
yeah.
82%.
That's not too bad.
It's possible. You can get good combos in here. Yeah, like we've seen before. BluStriker just likes to break momentum from his opponent.
Yeah.
He's gonna put his music. He could have put his music before he sat down, right? But he's like, nah, I'll put my music when I sit down.
Yeah.
When this guy's waiting for me, oh, press start. Dude, it's like, wait, give me a second.
That's icing, dude. I'm telling you.
Well, that's it. That might be it. That might be it. He might not be able to recover properly.
Ooh, good recovery there. Good choice. I really like that by Jboss. That was a scary situation, but he knew that blue was going to have smash.
He's kind of finally dealing with the forward smash a little bit better. Has a long way to go.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is you have to build up so much damage right now.
Yeah, I know Yoshi's shield is a little bit shorter because of how it's displayed.
Yeah.
So I think that's why Jboss is always cautious about how long he stays on shield. And right there, BluStriker is taking advantage.
Oh!
No way!
Wow.
No way! Oh my goodness!
BluStriker taking it. Oh my gosh.
took it.
That was so scary. I thought Jboss took it.
I thought Jboss got it.
I really thought Jboss
saw
got the up air there.
animation.
I'm not sure what blue did because his up air hits above him. Maybe Jboss went too high.
The hitbox is over him, so I think he just got like beside him and then hit him. What that
Maybe.
means, and I think that's the issue that you couldn't. You can't see Sonic properly.
Yeah.
You have to risk it. He goes for it and misses it.
That's rough. I feel kind of bad for Jboss because that's one of those situations where you see the sparks and you're like, yes, I got him. But then like, oh, Sonic's there spinning on the final screen.
That's the worst part. That like he thinks it's over. I did it. I'm gonna go to another game.
If he won that,
lie.
If he won that, that would have been like the most hype stuff ever.
Holy moly.